Hey guys and gals, welcome to K6 Outdoors. My name's Kyle. About 2 years ago I made a video, that one right here, about this magical crack filler, this ConSandtrate concrete joint and crack filler. It is a powdered material you put on dry, you get it down into the crack and the crevice, the expansion joint you want it in, you wet it, and you let it dry. Well, it's been 2 years since I did this at my own expense, and still at my own expense. I have no sponsorship in this stuff, so any of you who leave comments about I'm selling out and that, I'm being sold to sell this stuff, no. This was me and my own experience. Just want to make that clear as we get in this video. The point of this video is I'm going to show you guys how this has held up over 2 years, or not held up over 2 years, and help you stay informed as you make more purchasing decisions on products like this. So let's go take a look at it, and then we're going to talk about maybe why you'd still consider it, maybe you shouldn't consider it, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. So like I said, as we walk up here to the front driveway, this stuff's been installed for 2 years now, and specifically through 2 winters, 2 summers. And what you're about to see is maybe going to be concerning to some, well, most of you. And so here is a live look at the product after 2 years, or maybe we should say what was the product after 2 years. Essentially, the crack hasn't gotten any worse. Some of the spots that were broke free are still there. You can see some remnants of the material, but overall, crack still exists as it was, with some minor material still left in the crack, and the crack hasn't gotten any worse. Maybe some of this loose stuff has finally broken out. Overall, the crack has not gotten any worse, which is the idea, to keep the water out there and the moisture. But unfortunately, the product has not held up. What I have thought was going to be a permanent fix isn't. However, what I will say is that this stuff is extremely easy to install, and you can literally have this refilled in a few minutes, and it's going to look way better than other products would potentially. And so a lot of you are probably saying, Kyle, why would you want to buy this stuff then if it doesn't last? And you have to do it every 2 years. Well, honestly, let's be honest. Here in Iowa, we see some pretty extreme weather. The freeze-thaw cycles of a winter don't bode well for many things, including concrete. And I've seen even the high-quality stuff, not last over time, because I've tried a few different flavors. The reason I like this stuff so much is because it's really easy to install. Even when I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I don't have to be worried about making a big mess with it. I can just over there if I want to, and I can just, brush it out of the way. But to me, the value prop here is it's easy to do, and even if you have to do it every couple of years, it's not that big of a deal. And you can easily fill this crack in just a few minutes and spritz it with some water. Just to show you this real time. And honestly, to me, it's one of the best visually appealing products that I have seen on the market. At least that I've seen on the market anyways. It's one of the best visually appealing products. And I think it looks the best when it's dry, to be honest. So essentially in a few minutes here, I can go across, fill this entire thing in, have it done, and be on with my day. Not having to worry about taping anything. Now again, if you want this to look super, super, super perfect, you can do some more of that work. But the idea I want is just to keep water from getting down in there for the winter so it doesn't freeze and make it worse. Again, doing this real time here with you guys so you can see what to expect. This is a 14-foot long crack essentially. Goes across the driveway that, it chose to not crack where you want it to, which is where these expansion joints are at. Sometimes that's just how it goes. And you're really guaranteed 2 things to concrete. It's going to get hard. It's going to crack. You just want it to crack where the expansion joints are, preferably. But that is not always the case, as this one is. I'm going to finish this up real time here with you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Just brushing out the crack a little bit. as we go. You're probably saying, Kyle, you just didn't do it right the first time. That's why it came out. That's possible. But I was super careful when I did it. And maybe I was too careful. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So, I filled it in. I typically just tap this down a little bit with the brush to give it more of a just like that. It's leveled out. I'm gonna get some water and spritz it with it quick, and that'll be done. Well, once it dries, that is. And like before, I'll take a little bit of water. We're gonna do a quick spritz on it, just to get it damp. And then we're gonna let it dry, and she'll be locked in there for hopefully at least 2 more years, if not longer. We will see. 2 years on, in my opinion, isn't too bad. And here it is, completely dried the next morning. Even though it looks wet and darker, honestly, on camera, in person it looks really nice. It blends in really well, and she's all gone. Crack's all gone. For those of you that don't believe me about this whole liquid stuff, this is what the liquid stuff looks like after 6 months. I'll show you. That right there. It looks worse. You can see it much easier because it doesn't match the concrete, and well, obviously it just doesn't stay adhere to the crack at all, and it looks like crap forever. Versus the alternative where the stuff let go, it's back to normal concrete and doesn't look bad at all. There's no discoloring. So you guys pick your poison there. Either A, you can do nothing about it. B, you could try something different. Or C, try this material out that I just shown you here on the channel and see how it works for you. So for those of you asking, there's your quick update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next video.